brilliant. I mean, in all fairness, before the game, I said I'd have gone with De Gea. I'd have played my strong, what I call me. But, you know, are you weakening at all putting him in? I mean, he's made... And that was a key moment straight after half-time, because they'd had a good finish to the half, Arsenal. They've come out strong after half-time, and then that could have altered the whole complex of the second half.
And got down very smartly to his left to save from Lacazette.
Yeah, that was good, yeah. I mean, but he looks a confident keeper, you know. He
got a stature about him, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's not one where you're looking at him and thinking, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure.
Fine goal and a contender for man of the match, Jesse Lingard.
Yeah, I mean, he's always a threat. He's got so much energy. He gets around the pitch. You know, he tracks back. He makes fantastic runs into the box, and every game he has 2 or 3 chances. And you know, he made a great run in for his goal. Just paused at the right time. Ball come to him. He takes a touch and slots it home. Great player, and he's confident, and he's getting better all the time.
Talk about the FA Cup, the competition. Bristol City have gone through tonight. They've beaten Bolton by 2 goals to 1. Through we go, ball number 15 in the hat. And are we now looking at this competition and thinking, hey, Arsenal aren't going to win it again this year. We could be up there, our 13th victory in the FA Cup.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage now, you're looking for a home draw, aren't you? You know, with no replays.
There's no replays in the next round, I don't think. Yeah.
So you're looking for a home draw. And, you know, United at the moment would fancy virtually anybody at home. I mean, away from home, there's only 1 or 2 teams that's left in the competition that you'd be a bit apprehensive about, but certainly anybody at home, you'd fancy a chance.
Anyone at home for you as well?
Yeah, the same, really. I mean, that was probably the toughest game that they're going to get. You know, there's still good teams in there, but to come away with a 3-1 result away from home against Arsenal, yes, you know, we had to take a lot of pressure, but we still come out on top. We still got the goals when needed, and you know, it's a cup game at the end of the day. You go there to win, and we did.
I'm sure we're going to hear from Ole Gunnar Solskjær, who's very, very good at coming to our cameras. So straight after matches, we'll hear from him very shortly. But Ole Gunnar Solskjær at the moment must think. I think it's been alluded to in commentary. This management game, why are you making it all so hard for us? A dawdle. What's the matter with you? I just roll them out, send them out, and it's 8 out of 8.
Yeah. Brilliant. But, you know, it'll all come, you know, should he be given the job tomorrow? Should it be this? I think it's a win-win situation for A, the club, and B, for him. Because all of a sudden, he's got a massive reputation now, as we said before. You know, prior to coming, you know, saying in Malden, there's not too many clubs would have come knocking on his door. Now, if he doesn't get this job, you can bet money there'll be 1 or 2 very big clubs who'll be sounding him out.
I've just got to say to you, Lou Macari was sitting in your seat when I was last up here, and he said categorically, if they win Arsenal, give him the job. Would you go along with that?
I don't think they need to. I don't think he's in. You know, the only thing you might say is, does it create a more settled environment? I don't think they need a settled environment. The way things are going, that old if it ain't broke. You know, once again, it's a win-win. It's a win for him, and it's a win for the club. The club can look at it you know, if they win the European Cup and they win the European
top
Cup
4.
Champions League, and they win the FA Cup and maybe get in the top 4, they might give him a consideration.
Where are you on it now?
The same as before. I mean, he's put himself in contention. You know, no one's done it before. He's doing it with style. We're scoring lots of goals. Hopefully he's #1 contender, but whether or not you have to say it now, even if they have told him, I don't think you do. You just let him continue what he's doing and get everyone guessing.
Absolutely. He is doing absolutely fine, thank you, at the moment. 8 wins out of 8 for Ole Gunnar Solskjær. The ladies down there at the Emirates by 3 goals to 1. Let's get the post-match verdict from Ben Thornley and from Stuart.
The FA Cup's most successful team, no match for Ole's Manchester United. A tactical triumph for Ole, who brought in Lukaku and Sanchez, and Lukaku set up
on the One show, BBC One on Monday night. Let's go to the lines, not too far away to Wilmslow, and to you, Keith. You are through to the boys in the studio. Welcome.
Gents, how are you doing? Happy days. I enjoyed half a bottle of whiskey watching that because of the actual nerves towards the end. But anyway, it was brilliant. I just actually wanted to say that obviously the result was brilliant, but it's more the way we play it. It's the way that the United way, that all the players are trying hard. We've got options on the bench, real options. You know, I think Jose was putting Fellaini, McTominay, Matic in the midfield. It wasn't working. We could all see that. And you can see now how we've changed it and it really works. And the point I wanted to make is similar to what Wes was saying. You know, it's not about giving Ole the actual job now, but, you know, I'd rather him be given the job and be given a few years to actually do something and play the way we play, to understand the United way with Mike Phelan and Carrick. It's not just appointing one manager, it's the whole team, that the backroom staff of like a new manager. The worst thing we can do is get someone in who's a foreigner, who brings his own people in, who basically doesn't know the United way. We'll end up with another Van Gaal. You know, someone like Zidane, yes, he's won the European Cup, but with an amazing team with Ronaldo in. I can't see anyone out there, even the Spurs manager, who's better than, say, Ole, with Mike Phelan and Carrick behind him.
Okay, Keith, thank you very much indeed for that. Wes, you know all about the United way here, boy and man, and still here as a pundit as well, which is great. Is that right? We need someone in charge who knows the United way?
But it looks that way. We've tried everything else over the years, and nothing seemed to quite work. You know, then we decided to get Ole in, and it clicked straight away. I mean, obviously, at some point we will lose, and you know, we'll see how we can bounce back after that. But you've got to say he's lifted everything. You know, the club in general, and everyone's responded in a positive way. And 7 out of 7 now. No one else has done it. It's not
8 out of 8. Yeah.
Sorry, 8 out of 8. But it's just looking like it can only get any better. And yeah, Arsenal played very well today, and we had to defend, you know, with everything. But that threat, it's that threat that we've got now, and the counter attack that, you know, people are going to start looking at and saying, well, we have to be careful here.
You know all about coming to this club and playing in a certain style. Is there only one style of play that the fans here will expect?
They love it positive, they love it going forward, they love to see excitement, and they love to see an attack in the first kick of the match, virtually. That was something, if you came here as an opponent, you always used to be on your first 20 minutes, be on your toes, because they'll be flying at you. So that has always been the way. I mean, tonight wasn't a classic in terms of the way they've played. It was about determination, about attitude, and about will to win, and everybody supporting each other on the field. There was the play itself wasn't great in terms of some fancy stuff and all that. It was about character.
But you said, as a defender in the middle of that red back four, you used to love nights like this.
They were the best. I mean, you do training sessions like that, where you know you overload the attack the attack and against defenders, and you have to defend, and that's what it was today. Everyone was put on the toes. There was blocks flying in, headers, and you're going to get games like this. We know Arsenal are a good team, and they've done it. They stuck to it. You know, unfortunately, they scored just before half time, but second half they stuck to the jobs, and they always know the threat that like we've said. You know, we can get one good ball to Pogba in a bit of space. We know the gaps are going to be there.
Great performance down at the Emirates, and we will hope to get more reaction from North London when you rejoin us. How important is it for a successful football club?
It's very important. I mean, you can see that the weight's been lifted off everyone's shoulders. Everyone's smiling before the game, and it's shown on the pitch in the game. So may as long as it can continue, because you know, if we keep putting in performances like that, we'll keep on scoring, and you know what happens, you score lots of goals, you win games, and that's all we've been seeing recently. You can't go any better.
Any final thoughts from New South Wales to these two, Kristen?
I just want to say, you know, hopefully the run can keep going, and that I'll see you all when I come over. I'll see the match day live.
Yeah, we will look forward to seeing you. Bring your overcoat, by the way.
All right, thank you.
Okay, okay. Cheers, Kristen. Thank you very much indeed. So it's the message is spreading, and even down to Australia, that we have a happy club on our hands all of a sudden. I must say, Ron, the transformation here still takes me aback, really. The whole institution has just seemed to have been flipped on its head.
Yeah, I mean, there's a feel-good factor about the place, and obviously the results make that. I think the most significant thing from a football point of view is most of the players now, be it the defenders, be it the midfield players, the first look normally is forward, either forward or wide. Whereas at one time there was a lot of square passing going, and I'm going back over 2 or 3 years where centre halves kept the ball between them. Now it looks as if the first thought is to get it into midfield, get it say to Pogba, and then his first thought is to try and hurt the opposition with the ball.
Agree with that?
Completely agree, and you can see the tempo as well. The tempo's a lot quicker. No one's hounding the ball. If there's a man on, quick passes, and when I was playing, that's what always we were told to do.
It is the traditional United style and has been set by this fella, Ole Gunnar Solskjær.
Ollie, we spoke beforehand, you brought in Lukaku, he set up 2 goals. You brought in Sanchez, he scored a goal. You're making this managerial look an absolute piece of cake, can't you?
Well, when you've got good players, it's difficult to leave them out. It's easy to put him into the team. Just as easy as it was to put Sergio in goal and Eric as a centre-back. But it's hard to... you have to think, David, best goalkeeper in the world, do you keep him in just because it's a big game? No, it's you have to trust the players that they are in this club.
You know quite a lot about finishing, and that was a great finish from Alexis. He had a lot of work to do there when he went round the keeper.
A fantastic finish. Great pass by Rom, I have to say. I said just before, Rom, you should be in the box, but then he makes that pass. Fantastic. And but the number 2 and number 3 goal, that's classic Man United counter-attacks. Defend properly, because we had to today. We had to really dig in, much better structure than against Tottenham. We defended resilient, and the counter-attacking, the attitude to run forward is fantastic.
Was that very much the game plan, counter-attack being an important part of it? Because Jesse again was playing in that sort of central role.
Yeah, of course that's part of it, and that's if you go through the history and the games we played against Arsenal, I remember still, even I scored it was 97, we counter-attack, I scored after we defend a corner kick, Giggsy, Karel, Andy into me and a goal. Everyone knows about the classic Champions League goal with Cristiano, Wayne running forward, Waza scored a couple, G has scored a couple, so the counter-attacking threat we have, and that's in our history against these.
What about Luke Shaw's performance at left full-back as well?
What? He's just coming in now. You saw him coming in, didn't you?
No, don't be too nice to him.
No, it is fantastic. And that second goal, when he, instead of just panicking and clearing the ball, he takes a touch, drives inside, sets up Rom. He did brilliant. Come in, Luke. Come on. I'm finished. Come on. In you come, son.
No one's going to want to draw United, are they, in round 5 on Monday?
It'd be nice to get a home draw, but today we beat one of the favourites. It's hardest. Or if you want to win this tournament, you need 1 or 2 proper performances, and today was a fantastic one.
Finally, everyone went over to the fans at the end. Everyone, it was a great support on a Friday night down here in London, wasn't it?
Should have been more of them as well, because the allocation, but the fans were fantastic, and towards the end you could only hear them. So once again, enjoy the trip back to Manchester.
Thanks very much. Well done.
Thank you.
Cheers.
And Ole Gunnar Solskjær at the end there with his skipper Ashley Young, and all going over to the fans at the end, and again just underlining the spirit that is going round this football club at the moment, and a very, very good FA Cup result, whereas I think we've been in this competition 133 years or something like that, and there's only one thing that matters in the FA Cup, and that is winning.
You got to win, get into the next round, and that's what we've done today. We've put in a good performance, tough one. We've kept the run going. We've soaked up their pressure. And, like Ollie said there, you've got to win, and we go into the next game now.
And he described it there as a proper performance, Ron, a proper performance, and almost like you feel you need that if you're going to have a run in the FA Cup and go all the way. You need to get tested. It's no point in just getting bowl overs early on.
Well, that's right. That's right. I mean, they've lived on a knife's edge at times defensively, but they battled it. You mentioned a thing earlier on, which is not people don't realise how important that is in defending, putting your body on the line, blocking shots, stopping crosses and all that. Because Arsenal were very, very inventive at certain times in wide areas, and they managed to somehow or other see off quite a good attacking side from some good situations.
But once they lost to Koscielny with an unfortunate injury after the colliding with Lukaku, they had a really makeshift back four, and if you'd have looked up and seen that back four, you'd have thought we'll get one against this quartet.
I think the form that we're in, attacking wise in midfield, that we have at the moment, you know, it's not nice that he goes off with an injury like that, but it gives you an advantage. And you know, the attackers, they wouldn't have been scared of anything tonight. They're on a roll. And you know, as soon as they started seeing the space and the balls were coming into the space, I think they enjoyed themselves tonight.
How important do you think that is for a team and a manager to acknowledge the support that they receive, particularly at an away game?